the weather was very bad in my locality, like near my place. It was almost zero visibility at the time when I had to drive. So I had to just, abruptly take this decision, and I asked program manager, and then, decided for this online one. But again, I would recommend that please, as Kalyan has mentioned, use earbuds or use something that really does not disturb the person sitting beside you, and that would really give them, a good. So we have already started recording as well, and I see Harkamal and Karsh. Harkamal and Karsh. So whenever you join, a new student joins, please write a chat message so that we know that, okay, you are connected. So I see Gautam is also joining. So Harkamal and Karsh, can you guys send a message? I know that you have sent uh, raised hand, but raised hand I cannot see because now people have 14 people there. So can you just write, okay, hi, Karsh, wonderful. I can see your message. And can I see the others as well? Chahat, wonderful. Chahat, I can see your message as well. I've not seen anything from Harkamal. Harkamal, can you just send a message? Nishit Kumar, Sandeep Kumar Patel. Okay, maybe. Oh, Jaden, you guys have already done that. I don't want those who have already sent a message, and I know that you are here. I want those who are just joining in, right? Nishit, I don't want you also to send a message because you already sent that one, so you don't need to send that message. Okay. Okay, so I have shared my screen, and do you guys remember that last time we were trying to solve, or I told you that we'll be solving a problem. And for today, what I'm doing, just you guys, just for to make you understand, like you guys, I would send you something on the chat, the files for today that we'll be using. So I'll send you that. So whenever you connect, you need to make yourself mute. So I've done that. Okay, Karsh, not a problem. Not a problem. So I can see you. I don't know how to pronounce your name. It's Shinemirem Novokoji. So Shinemirem, we can see you. Wonderful. You have got done your camera on. If you want to keep it on, you can keep it on. Otherwise, you can just turn it off. Not a worry. We're not worried about that one. Okay, so now people are coming up, and we have already started recording. So I'm just sending you, first of all, some of the files for today. And these files we will be using today for our work. So just bear with me, and I will send you some files. Okay. Yes. So now in section 1, I'm just sending that one. Okay. So look in the chat and find the 2 files that I am now attaching or now sending. So first of all, I've sent you a Word document, and then I'm sending you another one. Did you guys get the Word document? Please respond in the chat window. Just write a yes or no, whatever. If you have received the one file, well, yes, I can see someone has given a thumbs up. I don't know who is that. Okay, Karsh, wonderful, Karsh, thank you. Yes, I see thumbs up from people. Chen, you have given a thumbs up. Wonderful. So these are the 2 files that we will be needing today. And what I'll do is that I'll open up this file and we'll talk about this file now. So let me just make it minimize this one. And let me just close few things. Okay, so you will have these files in the chat, and I hope you guys have seen them. And now I'm downloading them for myself, and I'll use them. Okay, so you guys can see this Word document, and I've just opened up on my screen as well. So this Word document is a very interesting one. And you remember I showed it you the last week as well, that what we'll be doing. So again, what I need is that whenever you are here, and I only see 15 people over here. I'm expecting more people to come and join us, and hopefully they will join us. But let's start talking about this. So this is an employee data cleanup. Whatever we have learned till now, you remember we have talked about the regular expressions, we have talked about a lot of interesting things. And now today, what we are doing is we are just trying to implement all those concepts to find out, to do like, to solve a real world problem. And this real world problem will be a really cool problem, because this real problem will give you practice of all those things that we have learned till now. So you have been hired by a company to clean up and standardize data for an employee directory that will be used in their internal management system. The HR department provided you with raw employee records in CSV format. Now, do you guys know about CSV? We talked about last week as well. It's called separated values, comma separated values. Some values separated by the comma. Unfortunately, the data is inconsistent. Data is bad. It is not consistent. What does that mean? It contains extra spaces somewhere, and it uses mixed formats. So your task is to clean and transform the data into standardized format for the further use. Are you guys getting that one? We have to actually do what? We have to actually convert bad data, inconsistent data, into a consistent form. And to do that, what we will be doing, again, as I said to you, we will be using all those functions and all those things. Oh, you say that Word document you cannot access. Is that right? Why is that? Just give me a second. Okay, not a problem. Just give me a second. And I would just do that. Okay, can you try that on right now? Just try that again. Jaden, try that again, and if you're able to download that file. Oh, still cannot. Okay. Okay, let's do one thing. Let's do one thing. What I'll do is that, just give me a second. I think it's because of yes, I'll tell you. Karsh, I'll tell you, don't worry. Karsh, first of all, let me just do that, this file issue solve, and then I'll ask you to just do that. Hmm. Mhm. Okay, I'll copy the link. Can view. Okay. Can you guys try this new link that I'm sharing to you? Just give me a second. Can you try that out? I've just shared that again. Are you guys able to access that now? Okay, wonderful. The new link works for you. Wonderful. That's wonderful. Now, yes, please open that one. So now listen. So we have got this inconsistent data, and don't worry about that, Karsh. I'll tell you that what you have to do. So inconsistent data, and what we have to do, each row in the raw data contains the following fields. So every row in the data will contain this ID, name, phone number, height. These are the 4 records that every row will contain. Now, these are the steps that we have to do. And don't worry about these steps. These are mentioned on our script file. So don't worry about that one. Now let's come back. I showed you. This is the data. This is the data in bad shape, like inconsistent data. And we need to apply our JavaScript knowledge of regular expression and strings to make this data like this. And what is the inconsistent about this data? Look at that. Some names and some like, after ID, there are more spaces. After this Christina, before, there are more spaces. There are spaces between the phone number. Phone number is in the right, not in the same format, everyone. And look at the height. Height is 70 inches over here. Here it is 130 centimeter. Here it is 158 centimeter. You know what I mean? So actually, this is inconsistency in this data. And what we want to do, we want to first of all remove all the spaces from the around, like, all the spaces from the around. And then what do you want to do? We want to have like spaces. We have to remove spaces in between from that as well. Then we have to make all the phone numbers maybe like this, or we will just extract out the area codes from that one. And last but not least, what we'll do is that we'll take the height, since first one is in the inches, and we'll convert the rest of two in also in inches by using the string functions and everything. Can I have a thumbs up from everyone? Do you guys understand what we are trying to do? We'll take some data and we'll try to play with that data, and we'll try to implement all the string functions and everything. And what we'll do is that we will just, try to just, clean it up. You can write that okay in chat message. Wonderful. I see one thumbs up here, but you can write okay in chat message if you're unable to just do the thumbs up or something. So now this data is actually what I have shared other file, program.cs, problem.cs. If I show you that this problem.cs, I'll just copy and paste for myself and I'll show you. So in our folder, I'll just show you. Now look at that. In our week 4 folder, whatever folder you have to create a file, script.js, and this should be problem.cs inside that. Make sense? And also I'm creating one index.html as I always do. Index.html file. Right? And now what I'll do, I'll just create first of all the index.html, and then I'll talk about that one. First of all, let's connect with the script as well. Now, please remember how to connect with the script. I told you, I'll come over here and I'll write script with src equal to dot forward slash. Look at that, dot forward slash, and I see scripts. I'll select that and I'll say problem.js. Connect this file with this one. If you guys are done doing that one, just write a OK or done in the chat window. Maybe D, a D will be enough. In the chat window, write a D that you have done. So we have got index.html. We have got a file attached to that one. We have got that problem.cs. Now I'll talk about problem.js now. Do you guys see this problem.js? I'd like to talk about this problem.js now. It has all those steps that we have to do. Now, first of all, let's see what it has. It has inconsistent data. Do you guys see that inconsistent data with the name of CSV data? It has a function process CSV which will accept a CSV data and will process that one and return. So we are looking at var process is equal to process CSV. We'll call this one on that CSV data, and whatever will be returned, we'll just print that over here. Make sense, everyone? And right now, if you just, see that right now, if I just, change it from the CSV data to processed. So processed CSV, processed will be printed out over here. Make sense? And now, if I show you something very interesting, if I put it on the right side, and I would like to run my HTML file because this is connected to the script, right? I run that. It runs. And if I show you the inspector, do you guys all see this in your inspector? The bad data is coming up as it is because now we'll have to process that one. You see, it is coming up at the bottom of my screen, and you see that the data is coming up over here. And now I have to apply all the processes and I have to just, work on that one. Is that okay with everyone? Again, a thumbs up or a chat D message. Wonderful. I can see some people are giving thumbs up. I don't know who are they because I cannot see their user IDs, but Can everyone just write a D in the chat window, maybe D or done or yes, whatever. I don't see any chat messages after Kirsch's message. Wonderful, Pavel. Thank you. Pavel, I can see your message. Okay, Jaden, thank you. Nitesh, wonderful. So you guys are all ready with that one. Now let's start solving this problem. Look at that. Let's start solving this problem. And I'll go step by step. Step number 1, split the string into rows. That is an array with rows separated by \n. Forget about bonus right now. Split the string into an array of separate rows. That is an array with rows separated by \n. Do you guys know something very interesting? In this data, if I make it bigger for a second, in this data, I have actually 3 lines of code. Line number 1, line number 2, line number 3. Make sense, everyone? And if I ask you, do you guys know that every line is separated by a special character? Do you know what character is that? Which is not mentioned here, but actually what is that? Do you guys know about \n, everyone? Yes or no? You guys know about \n? Actually, \n is a new line character that you might have used in Python as well. Wonderful, Pavel. So it's actually which is not there because we don't need that because we are using a backtick, and backtick does not require this \n to be mentioned. It understands that one. So what is the step 1? Step 1 asks us, look at that. Step 1 says split the string into an array of separate rows. That is an array with rows separated by \n. Now, I would like to do that. To do that, I would do what? I'll create a function and I'll call it split into rows. It will accept a string and it will return what? S dot split. Do you guys remember a split function, everyone? And let's first of all do that with \n. The separator or splitter is the \n. Did you guys understand this one? We'll take the \n and split it with that one. Now, so I'll do this step over here, the process CSV. So step number 1, split the string, or I should write step number 1. Step 1. What is the step 1? Break the CSV into rows. Make sense, everyone? And now how would I do that? I would say let rows is equal to split into rows, the function that I've created, and pass this CSV to that one. Are you guys understanding that one? And now, if I want to see my output alongside with this one, I can do a little trick here. I can console.log and I say that let's see the rows over here. And for the time being, I'm just stopping this console so that I don't want to see any other output. Make sense, everyone? Now see here. I'll just come here and I'll click on this one and I'll show you something over here. Let me clean this and I'll show you. What do you guys see? You see that this data, which was one string all, is now converted into an array of 3 fields. This is field number 1. This is field number 2. And this is field number 3. Does that make sense to everyone? These are 3 fields that I have divided data into. And that was required. Split the string into an array of different rows. Now, each row is representing one value over here. Are you guys getting that one? If I show you something interesting here, if I come here and I say rows of 0, because it is an array being created. If I hit save, look at that. Do you guys see that I only get the first row? If I say rows of 1, if I hit save, look at that. I get second row only. Make sense? If I say rows of 2, I just get the third row over here. So actually in rows are now splitted, and they are splitted in a way that I have got an array of 3 records, 3 fields. Can I have a thumbs up from everyone? Do you guys understand? We have got the complete string is broken into an array, and it's broken into an array in a form that now I can see that I have got 3 fields and each field actually consists or makes one array, makes one field, right? Makes one field, and actually it's one row. Each row is basically being done like this. Now, here comes the concept. They've given a bonus part as well. Let's talk about that. They say bonus. How could we deal with that data that includes a \n or Windows \n/r? You know, Windows recognizes not only \n, actually Windows recognizes \r as well. So instead of breaking this with the string, is that possible that I can break it with a regular expression? Do you guys remember regular expression, everyone? \n. I'm saying break it with \n, and it is exactly do the same thing. But they say that can you make it that it accepts the \r as well? Yes, I can do that. I can come here and I can say \r question mark. Do you guys remember color question mark, U question mark? So \r. If \r is there, break it with that. Otherwise, just split with \n. I hope that makes sense to everyone. If \r is there, and what I told you, the Windows actually recognize carriage return. You know what is carriage return? \r. \r is just like typewriter. Have you seen this manual typewriter? What typewriter does? You hit enter and then you take it back to the starting of this starting of that page. Have you guys seen that? They just scroll it, scratch it to the to the start. That because the carriage return. It's called carriage return. I hope you guys are understanding that one. We have got rows separated, and now we have got the rows are separated into that one. Now, wonderful. So now we have done the bonus part as well. So if there will be \r recognized, if there is no \r, still recognized. Right? Now let's come to step number 2. Each row contains information of user, ID, name, phone number, and height, info of all separated by commas. So we know that each row has ID. Look at that. One ID, then name, then phone number, then height in inches. Now what they say? Split each row into an array with all of its different fields. You need to, so forget about this next line, but let's talk about this. Split each row into an array with all its different fields. Do you know what they are asking? Look at that. I'll show you that over there. I'll show you that over there. They're saying you have got now rows. So instead of printing these rows, can you do something like this? Look at that. I say rows of I is equal to rows of I dot split. And split with what? Comma. Because every field, if you look at that, if you look here, every field is separated by a comma. So I split it with the comma. Are you guys getting that one? Now let's see that what happens over here. Okay. Oh, rows of I. Oh, sorry, rows of I. I've done the rows of I. What is I? I don't know. Rows of 0. I'm talking about first row, for example. First row and split that. And now if I just console rows of 0. Look at that. It would have become by itself an array. Do you guys focus something in here? Very important. Look at that. Do you see that now the fields are separated into one record? One field, one field, one field. Previously, it was all one row as a one field. Did you guys understand that one? It has split it out, the first one. And I can do that same with the rows of 1 as well, the second row. Rows of 1, it should be equal to rows of 1 dot split. Look at that. I got the row. It has just printed as rows of 1. Rows of 1. Let's look at that. I get the second row and it is basically separated in different fields. Pavel, are you making sense of it? It has the fields have been separated out. Now it's an array of fields. And now I can work with these fields a lot easier than I could have done. Now, I won't do that directly, rather because I might have multiple rows. So, actually I'll have to do a little trick here. I'll have to do a little trick over here. First of all, I'll create a function. And I'll call function as row to fields. And it will accept a row. And what it will do? It will return row dot split with a comma. Did you guys understand that one? And now I know that I have not one row, I have 3 rows. I don't know how many rows are there. Let's first of all, it's step 2. What is step 2? Step 2 is split all rows into array of fields. You guys make sense of it? Split all rows. So how can I do that? Let's do that by using the for loop first of all. For let I equal to 0, I less than rows of length and I plus plus. Make sense, everyone? Now take out one row. Let row is equal to rows of I. I take one row out of that, and then let fields is equal to row to fields. Now I have got the function over there, row to fields, and I pass the row, this row to the fields, and I console.log the fields. I'm not returning or something. I'm just consoling.log the fields. Can I have a thumbs up from everyone? Do you guys see that now all the fields are separated with the separate areas? Now, previously there were one row was the one record. Now these are the 4-element array. Each row is a 4-element array by itself. Wonderful. I see one thumbs up from someone. I don't know who is that guy. I'll now keep my window open and I'll see that who is giving thumbs up, who is responding to my. So I think it's Kalong Chen. And yes, so you guys understand that one? I have just done that one. So this is the step that I had to do. But let's do this step a little bit of more interesting. A little bit of more interesting. Because when I am splitting them, do you guys see that the extra spaces are coming before and after? Cheng, do you see that? It's a space here, it's a space here, it's a space here, it's a space here. And you know, there are abnormal spaces. So instead of splitting with just comma, can I split it with something very interesting? I showed you the example last time. If I put a regular expression over here and I say, okay, split with comma, first of all, if I do that, it will be exactly the same. But can I do that something? Do you guys remember one thing? Backslash space, if there are 0 or more spaces, and if there are 0 or more spaces. Do you guys remember this? I used this one time with this one. Now if I hit save, look at that. Do you see that all the extra spaces before and after the names are gone? Inside spaces are there. But do you see that before and after spaces are gone? Can I get a response from everyone? Everyone, by the way, not only Shan. Sanya, do you understand that one? Wonderful, Pavel. I can see your thumbs up. I can see. I don't see anything from Sanya. I don't see anything from Najrul. Najrul, did you understand that one? Fields have been separated and now their spaces are also gone. And it's a very interesting one.
Yes,
Sanya, thank you. Yes, Najrul, what are you saying? You can. Okay, wonderful. You can write that in the chat window as well. Now that's very good. So now we have white spaces are removed. So you know why I've done that? Because look at that. They have given the requirement over here. That height info and split each array into the fields, separate fields. You need to deal with extra or no white space between the commas. So that is what we have done over here. Remember, that is what we have done. We have done that comma and then spaces before, spaces after. We have just removed those spaces from here so that, you know, now when it will be splitted out, it will basically do what? It will just, spaces will be removed from there. Now, here is an interesting thing that we want to do. I want to collect all these fields, which are 3. When they are done, I want to collect them in one array. So I'll just come here and I'll do something interesting. Let data is equal to nothing, empty, right? And I come here and I say, instead of consoling, why not you say data dot push fields? Do you guys know what I'm doing? And now there should be no output, and I can just produce the output where I can just come out here and I can say console.log and data. Now, you know, see the difference. Now data has become one array where there are the 4 field arrays, 1 field each. It's a 2-dimensional array right now. Did you guys get it, everyone? Because now I'm just showing the data. And now my data is basically what? It's one array that contains 3 arrays of 4 values each. You guys see that? Look at that. It has first value is this one, and they are separate fields, by the way. They are not one field. So I've just created one array of all those fields. I hope that's making sense to everyone. And if not, please let me know. Now, here comes the real concept. We have done this by using for loop. But for loop is a little bit difficult. And you remember I told you that rather than using for loop, we try to use the other loops. So let's do this with another loop that you might like more. And that loop is called, let me just minimize this. That loop is called for of loop. So I'll say for let row of rows, I am now free from that one. And I'll say let fields is equal to row to fields, pass the row to this one row at a time, and data dot push fields. Now you see that it won't affect anything on my output. My output is still the same. Chen, do you understand what is happening over here? I have converted 4-5 lines into 3 lines only. Maybe 5-6 lines into 3 lines only. Chen, wonderful. I hope everyone else is understanding. We are trying to make it more and more smaller. And does that make it smaller? Yes, it makes it smaller because now we are not, worried about I and everything and anything. And we are just, trying to do that. Now, so much so that we can do that with the for, and we can do that with another one. You might like that more of that one. And what is that? That is by using the map. Do you guys remember map? And even for the map, what I'll do, I'll just come here and I'll mark this one also as a comment. You know why? Because let's see that. Let data is equal to rows dot map. Do you guys remember that map accepts a function over here? How many of you remember that? It will take one row at a time and it will call row to fields and one row at a time and return that, and will create a new array into that one. I'm stopping here. I need feedback from you guys. Do you guys understand? Rows.map, take one row at a time and get return row to fields. Remember, map creates a new array. So data becomes automatically a new array that is created by implementing a mapping to the value. Each row is mapped with the row to fields. We get a return and we just return that and we get a new array of data in our. Karsh, where did you miss that? This one, the last one? Karsh, the map function? Akash, where did you get lose, lost? Let me know. I will just explain that again. Oh, okay. Okay. Why not? So look at that. Kash, I'll just go back and I'll just do Control Z, Control Z, Control Z. Look at that. Okay. So look at that. Kash, what was happening? You remember that we and you want me to just go back or more. Let's go back. I'll go back to the beginning and let's see that. So Kash, do you remember that actually we had got rows after splitting that data into the rows? Do you remember that one? Splitting the rows. And how did we split the rows? We split the rows by using \n or \r, and we got that. Wonderful. When we got the rows, we had 3 rows. I used, first of all, for loop to take one row at a time from the rows of I. Look at that. Rows of 0 in first row. And I apply fields for that one. Second row, apply fields for that one. Third row, and apply that function. And what row to fields is doing, it receives a row and it splits that row by comma and any spaces before or after. Gosh, do you understand? Before or after any spaces. What happened with that particular time was, if you look at that, if I run that again, if I hit save, it's right now it is just creating the data. But if I just show you the fields, remember I showed you fields. For example, if I show you the fields console.log. So Kash, try to understand. Do you see that we have got 3 separate arrays? Each separate array has separated fields. Make sense? Because before that, when we just splitted that, We had this one complete string into one array from this point to this point. Now we have splitted that out. Splitted that out. Now let's move. So what I did, I knew that there are multiple rows and I don't know how many rows are there. So what I did, I ran for loop. Let I is equal to 0, I less than rows dot length, I plus plus. You know, rows dot length, whatever rows are there. I don't know if it is 3 or 4 or 5. There might be millions of rows. So I say rows dot length. My array should, my loop should run from 0 to any length, whatever is the length of the rows. Are you getting that one? Because we know that there are 3 rows, but when we make a program, we make a general program. We don't know how many rows are coming, right? Okay, so now what I do, look at that. I take one row and like rows of I. First of all, rows of 0, store it in row and make a new variable fields and pass this row to the row to fields. And what row to fields is doing? It takes that and split that with the spaces, proper spaces. And after splitting that proper spaces, it returns that one. And I'm just consoling log that particular fields over here. And I see that, okay, now all rows are separated, but they are 3 arrays now. So what I did, I created another array over here with let data is equal to, and I combined all these 3 arrays into one array. And I made a 2-dimensional array over here. Data dot push, data dot push, data dot push. Every field has been pushed inside that one. So do you see that this is one big array, which has 3 arrays inside that. And each sub array has 4 fields into it. I do really expect other than Kirsch, everyone is understanding, right? So I've just given a more detailed explanation. Kirsch, is that good after your third yes? Is that good explanation? Do you understand that one? We have created one big array that has now fields separate 3 arrays being separate. Wonderful. Now look at that. Wonderful, Kirsch. Thank you. Now I say that since we are doing it with the for loop, so Kirsch, it's not a very good idea. Look at that number of lines. There might be from 30 to 35, maybe 6 lines. I comment that. And I said to you, don't do this with the for loop. Rather do it with another effective loop. What is that loop? For let row of rows. Do you guys do Kirsch? And you guys remember that you have done for in loop in Python? So for let row of rows, take one row at a time from the rows and do something. Do what? You do what? You say let fields is equal to, and again, you have to do the same thing. Row to fields, call the function and pass this one row that you have accepted for the first time. And when the field is received, data dot push, and you push the fields into that one. Are you getting that one? So now, right now, I might have no output, or I have this. So data is now, again, it is created, but now it is created in 3 lines, 4 lines. So this is called using for of loop. So I'll just give a heading over here. Why not? Let's give a heading. By using for loop, the typical for loop, and here by using for of loop. Now, these 2 methods are very good, Kirsch, and they look very nice and they are very good, but we have much more effective method of doing that. And what is that method? You remember the map method. So if I come here and I comment this one as well, and I come over here, and do you remember that map method actually itself returns an array? So why in the world I'm defining an array before? I'll comment this one out as well. Because do you understand? I did maybe in a hurry that time. I'm commenting it out, right? Why? Because I don't need to define it separately. Why? Because I know that map actually returns an array. So I can define it over here. I say data is equal to take the rows and map. Map what? Take one row at a time and pass it to row to fields, each row, and you will get returned from data. And look at that. No change on my output. Karsh, do you remember that we talked about this arrow function that you have only one statement and it's also returned? You don't even use the return keyword. You don't even use the curly brackets. Wonderful. You remember that. And it's not only Karsh. I think there are lots of people that are in class. Do you guys remember that one? So you see that what I've done, row to fields is returning a row converted into fields. So I say, okay, map that one and convert that, and it creates a data array over here. Is that making sense to everyone? Now. Let's do one more thing. You know, Karsh, I don't know how many of you understand, but I would like to just tell you another even shortcut of that. And you will be blown away after that one. Even this line can be written more shortly. You'll be thinking, what is the short form that? Look at that. That might be equal to rows.map. And here I directly write row to fields and I pass row. Even I can just take away the, just give me a second. Rows. Oh yeah. So sorry, just give me a second. And how can I just do that? I'll have to just look at a little bit of syntax over there. So I'll just let you know. Yeah. So I can just write directly. Even I don't need this one. Now look at that. Row to fields, just row to fields. Look at that maps, maps versatility. I'll show you maps versatility. Look at that. Gosh, if I just write name of the function, what does it mean? It's more short form that takes out one row at a time from rows, pass it to the row to fields and get a value and return the data. You see, it is the most optimized form. Most optimized form. Of course, this might be a little bit of tricky and little bit of difficult thing, but do you understand what it's doing? If you pass a function in the bracket of the map, just like this, it does what? It says, okay, take one row at a time, pass it to row to field, return the value and return data. Now, I will ask others, Kalyan and Sanya and Nishit Kumar. Do you guys understand what I'm saying? It's more short form. Yeah, and if you don't want, just remember, I will just keep it over here, but I'll use this one rather. You know why? Because this looks much more understandable thing. Can I get a response from anyone else other than Karsh? Karsh is responding. Wonderful. Kalyan, do you understand? So I'll just take it away from here. But I've just told you that, yes, that is also possible. There are limitless possibilities for that one. Now here comes the next thing, what we have to do. So I'll just keep these things over here. I'll just keep these comments over here. Now this is what is working. Sanya, do you understand that one? Sanya, I would like your feedback as well. If you are there. Okay, I don't see anything. Anyhow, so now let's move to the next problem. What is the next thing that we have to do? Okay, wonderful, Sanya. Thank you. Now the next problem. Get rid of extra spaces around the name field. Now, do you see that? Look at the output. Even though the output looks very good, but do you see that there is a name spaces between the names over there, Sanya? Do you see that? After Christina, there are too many spaces. There are Doug, too many spaces. So the next point, they say that get rid of any extra spaces around the name field. Just remove all those bad spaces which are between the name. And how can we remove the spaces? Do you guys remember? I told you that that I think when we were doing the regular expression, I told you. I'll show you that over here. Look at that. If I have this string, this is a bad string. There are so many lines. Now, remember, if I say replace. Now, if I write a regular expression over here, do you guys remember regular expression? Backslash s plus. Do you guys remember that one? If there are more than one spaces, replace them with one space. Right? Doing that forever. Oh, I'll have to maybe use the G. Use the G, global. Look at that. Do you guys understand that one? This is a bad string. Wherever there are more than one spaces, replace them with one space. And more than one spaces, how did I find out? Kalyan, do you see that? I have S plus. S plus means one or more spaces. Kirsch, did you get it? I want to know from you as well. So that's a wonderful thing. You know, we can just do that like that. So okay, just keep it on that one. And if I show you that, so here I know the name field is actually, if you look at that, now here we have got the fields that are coming up. So you know, I'll do a little interesting thing in my row to fields. Look at that, and please be alert. I'm doing something change here. Rather than returning the fields directly, why not if I do fields, I get the fields over here. Fields, and I say fields is equal to, and you know what I'll do? I'll say row dot split, and again, we will use that. We'll use the comma, or we'll just say S asterisk or S asterisk. What is the benefit of that? Kirsch, do you look at that? I have just separated the fields over here in the row to fields. And what is the benefit of that? Because now I can play with all the fields over here. Kirsch, you see that I can play with all the fields over here. And what is the benefit of that? If I just show you that over here in the row to fields. And now here, since it is not returning right now, so row to fields right now will be working for us, but let's do something over here. So that in the row to fields, if I just console that, console.log, and I say fields of 0. Look at that. Look at that, the output over here. Do you guys see that fields of 0 means I'm talking about the ID only? You guys getting that one? And if I come here, I write 1, and look at that. I just get the names over here. Fields of 1 is name. I hope you guys are understanding that. If I write fields of 2, look at that. Fields of 2 means I'm just getting the phone number. If I write just fields of 3, look at that. I get the height only. You guys see the output over here? I just get that one. So it means this is the benefit over here that I have got now fields. Now what I can do over here, I can do something really interesting over here. I have got the fields, separate fields. So what I can do over here, I can say fields of 1, which is we have just seen the name, is equal to fields of 1 dot replace. Now, what I want to replace, if there are more than one spaces as plus, replace them with one space. Now, if I just show you here, console.log, and I just log fields of 1. Can I have a thumbs up from those who can see the output? Alan Smith, Christina Lee, Doug Thomas, all of them have now consistent space and there is no extra spacing in that. Wonderful, Pavel. And do you guys see that? Naman, did you understand that one? Fields of 1 should be changed and replace all the spaces, multiple spaces, with only one space. So this is actually what we have done. The step number 3, get rid of extra spaces around the name field. Now, using a regular expression, extract the area code from the phone number field. All the phone numbers are in one of the two formats, 555 something, something, something. So I have to extract the area code by using a regular expression. Now, here I will ask you guys, do you remember when we were working on regular expression last week? I asked you to copy and paste the phone number regular expression. Has anyone got that one? Can you copy and paste that in your chat window? Because I have that one, but I want you guys to share that. There was a phone number regular expression that I asked you to copy with you, and you copied it in your notes or somewhere. And then I asked you that we will be needing that in our problem solution as well. So can anyone share that that regular expression for the phone number? The general regular expression for the phone number. Wonderful, Pavel. That's wonderful. Pavel has already shared that. Anyone else has got this one or not? Just let me know if anyone else has that one or not. So you remember that how it will come out. I'll show you first of all in that one, and I'll copy Pavel's regular expression. Look at that. If I come here and I show you how it would come out. First of all, let's inspect that. Do you remember I told you that there is a match function? If I write 519, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 6, 7, and I match it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Match it with the regular expression which Pavel has shared. So I'll just copy the regular expression from between. Pavel, I'm copying your regular expression. And I'll paste it over here. And we don't need a G over here. You know why? Because G is used for where there are multiple things. Here we know that we have just one thing. If I just do that and put a regular expression over here, I think no, it should be here, right? And look at that. Do you guys remember the capture group has captured 519 over here for me from the phone number? Can I have a thumbs up from everyone who sees that? When we match that, the capture groups are captured like this. We get a capture of 519 over here. If I make another capture group, look at that. If I come here and I make another capture group of these 3 values, and I make another capture group of these 4 values. Now, do you guys see that? We have captured, or we have tiered apart all the parts of the phone number, the area code, the first 3 digits, and the last 4 digits. Wonderful. I could see some thumbs up from the users. Do you guys see that, Sania? What is happening? It's actually tearing apart, and it's taking out the portion of the strings for me. Wonderful. Now I have to do that exact same thing in my code. Now let's go back to the code and see how we'll do that in the code. Look at that. I come to the code and I come over here and I would write here, for example, now I have the fields over here. Look at that. So I come here and I say, let's extract the area code here. Area code from phone numbers. And phone numbers are of different types, you remember different format. So how I would do that? I'll first of all say, let phone number is equal to which fields has the phone number? Who will tell me? Which fields has the phone number? Remember the data. Fields 1 was the name. Field 0 was the ID. What number does the fields of the phone number is? Where can I capture the phone number? Pavel, do you remember that? I hope you remember that, but let me write that. Fields of 2. Wonderful. That's right. Fields of 2. So I take out the phone number and I make a matches array with that one. I say phone number dot match. And here, Pavel, I will again take your regular expression. I pasted your regular expression. I don't need a G over here. And now I'll make the group, capture groups here as well. Just to give you a very interesting thing. I match that one. And now you see that if the matches has some values, because it might be possible there are no values in the matches. If matches have some values, do what? Look at that. Store the area code in place of phone number. Do you guys understand what does that mean? Pavel, look at that. If I just do that, I'll say, okay, if matches are found, there is a match fields of 2, update these fields of 2 equal to matches of. Now, where is the area code? Now, Pavel, I don't ask you. I will ask others. Do you know that if matches are found, which index number I will find the area code? Anyone? Will it be 0, 1, 2, 3, whatever? You guys should know that from the example. Amjad, that's wonderful. Amjad, 1. 1 is right because matches of 1. Remember, Amjad? And Amjad, I'm very happy that you answered here. 1. Look at that. I'll show you. Remember, the first at 0 is always the string itself, and 519 is the first capture group. So matches, if I convert this one as well, and let's do that over here. If I save it in the matches. Amjad, wonderful. Thank you. I've seen first answer from you. Let matches is equal to, if I hit that, and look at that, matches of 1. Everyone look at that. If I say matches of 0, matches of 0 consist of the phone number itself. And how about matches of 2? Matches of 2 consists of 1, 2, 3, which is the second, third digits. Can I have thumbs up from everyone? So you guys understand what I have done? I have just, so now if I have done that correctly, something has happened with my code. Look at that. I'll show you. Now, matches of 1, I will say, and fields of 1 is the matches of 1. And if I come here and I just console.log all the fields, look at that, what is happening now. Do you guys see that every phone number is replaced with this match, like, with its area code? Can I have thumbs up from everyone? Don't worry about this undefined because, we are not passing or returning that back, but we are just trying to process that. Amjad, wonderful. Amjad, you have a question? I see your raised hand. Maybe it's by mistake. You can unraise your hand if you don't have any question. Oh, that's not, no problem, no problem. Amjad, no problem. Now look at that. And that's not only the case. I can come here in the fields of 2. I can do some really interesting thing. I can say, okay, this is my matches of 1. And why not if I write area code? Something like that. Look at that. Okay, next. Oh, there is no backtick here. And then do you see that? 333 area code, 123 area code, 532 area code, and something like that. And you can use always a splice and slice, and you can use the rest of the string here as well. Does that make sense to everyone? Please let me know that you guys understand that one. Can I have a thumbs up from Erin Powell? Wonderful. We have got the area code. So we have extracted the area code. You can play with this area code. So fields 2 is very much done. What they asked us, they said that extract out the area code by using the regular expression. Now here comes the next part that you want to do. So next part says, check if the height field has cm at the end. If it does, strip out that out, convert the number to inches, turn it into a string in the form xx inches. For example, 152 centimeters should become 59 inches. Are you guys getting that one? Actually, now I have to work on fields of 3 because fields of 2, we have done that with the fields of 2. Now I have to do the conversion of something. I have to convert the value over there. And, I might create, what I have to do is actually, I would say, I'll say let height is equal to fields of 2. You guys understand that one? Save the height in the fields of 2. Now here is the very interesting thing. If I write if height dot ends with, if it ends with inches, don't do anything, just return the height because I don't have to change that one. Are you guys getting that one? If it is in inches, just return the height, not return the height, or maybe let's do that. Not return the height because it's not a function. I'm not using a function over here. So let's say I would say fields of 2 is equal to height. Oh, sorry. This is the bad. So if that is the case, height should remain same. But if that is not the case, it means that the number is in centimeters. Are you guys getting that one? If it does not end with inches, the number is in centimeter. So I'll say, okay, let cm is equal to. Now, how do I take out the value from the function? You remember the function parts float, everyone? Parts float. And if I pass the height into that one. Because remember I told you, I'll console.log. Look at the cm. What is cm? And Amjad, do you remember I told you this function and I showed you a few of the things over there. If I just print this cm over here. Oh my God, just give me a second. And put that. So look at that over here. Let's see the output over here. Okay. Okay. And let me just, Just stop all the other output. I want to see just one output. Okay. Oh yeah. So I've done a mistake. I've done a mistake. Can anyone tell me what mistake I've done? I've done a horrible mistake. It's showing 333 1 2 3 5 3 2. And it's very obvious mistake. Pavel, can you guess what is the mistake I've done? My real mistake starts at line number 35. Who can guess? I have taken fields of 2 for the height. It should be fields of 3, right? It should be fields of 3. And if it is fields of 3, here it should be fields of 3 like that. Do you guys see that now? Now you see that. Amjad, sorry. Amjad, do you see that now? I can now see every height is separated out of it. Wonderful. We have got separated height. If it was inches, it is as it is 70. If whatever, it has just taken out the height of that one. So cm shows me the height. Now I have to convert this into inches. So I'll say let inches is equal to cm into 0.39. This is the formula to convert that. Just remember that formula. Don't worry about that. And now, after doing that, do what? Fields of 3 is equal to, look at that. Fields of 3 is equal to, what should I do? Take the inches value and write inches after that. How many of you understand that one? Take the inches value and convert that. No, it has not converted that one. Why? Or did I make a mistake? Height, let inches equal to cm into that one. I've got the inches. Fields of 3 should be equal to inches. And okay. It is just giving the cm till now. It is just giving the cm. So I'll just comment that out, and I'll just have that fields open. Do you guys see that now? My all heights are coming in inches. And why not if I just print the fields of 3 only? Look at that. Do you guys see that? Now this is not looking very good because it has to be rounded, right? So always remember in math we have got math.round. So I can write math.round function, and after that I can write comma 2, like round it to the 2 values maybe. Look at that, or round it to the. Well, do you see that now? My height is looking very good. 27 inches, 51 inches, 62 inches. So height looks very good because now I've got that one. Wonderful. I can see Chen your thumbs up. So we have played with the height and you have done a very wonderful thing. And what is the next step? Let's see that next step. The next step is, after doing all this above steps, create a new record with ID, name, area code, height, inches, and separate them with the commas. We have to fold it back. First of all the fields which are coming separately. And if I show you the fields, all the fields, look at that. All the fields which are coming up separately, they say that make them each row or each array is as one string and one array field. Are you guys understanding what I'm saying? Actually, it says that all the fields should join together by using a comma now. Folding it back. Look at that. Look at the output now. How many of you guys understand that one? It has actually combined all those separate fields into one string each. Now we have got 3 strings together. Can I have thumbs up from people who are understanding? Look at my output over here. Look at my output after navigated. Do you see that? These were the fields. They've combined into one. So it's one string now, separated by the comma. It was not a one string over here. It was a different 4 strings separated by commas. But here it's basically one string separated by the comma. Are you guys getting that one? So instead of doing that over here, if I just do something here, rather than consoling that, I say return fields.join. From this function, return fields.join. Now what will happen? Look at that. My data is now in this position. This is first row, this is second row, and this is third row. Most of them cleaned up, or all of them cleaned up. Do you guys understand? And what is the last step? You can understand it will be just the reverse. Combine all these process record into a new CSV formatted string, rows separated by backslash. Do you remember? We are doing the other way around, the reverse of that one. So now they say that whatever data you have got, why not you do something like this? The data is received and you say data is equal to, the code is not working in the browser's console. Kash, for you, and you are saying for me. Data.join. Okay, I'll just check that one. So Kash, look at that. I'll just check that one. Do you see that? Data.join, and now what is that? That is what it is basically over here. And now if I just, instead of CSV, if I return data from here, look at that. And if I print this processed one, this is actually all one string separated by backslash n's. Can I have, first of all, thumbs up from everyone, and then I would like Karsh to share his screen. Wonderful. Pavel, thank you. Sania, you understand that one, Sania? If I give you same type of problem, you will be able to solve that, because, we are going to have our in class 2 on our Friday. I will just, share, we will have some problems like this on in class 2. Wonderful, wonderful. So now, Karsh, would you mind sharing your screen, and I will tell you that what's happening. If you can share your screen. And just on the side note, please, those who are not in here in class, ask them to look at this problem, look at the solution, because they are going to be in a problem after that. Okay. So what does it say? Can you make dual screen like myself? Oh, you are running that in the node. Why you are not running that in the browser? Kash, can you unmute yourself as well, because I don't know what you are saying.
Hello, sir.
Yes, Kash, how are you?
So just have a look.
So, Karsh, I think it is doing the right thing, because just you are not printing the right things over here. Let me tell you. Can you go to this? Line number? Just hold on. Oh, scroll down back. Like you have gone scroll up. Now, can you go to this line number 66 and change this CSV to data? Rather console. You are consoling the data. Just change that to data. And now come to the line number 69 and comment that. Don't scroll, just listen to me here. 69. No. You have no. 60. I'm talking about 70. Sorry, 70, not 69. Make it like uncommented and comment the 79. Line number 70. Makes sense. And now hit save. Now it says undefined. Okay, it says undefined. Okay. I'll talk about that. Actually why it is happening, I'll tell you. Now, if you see here, okay, just hold on. Oh my God. Why are you scrolling up and down? Can you scroll up for us? Just go to the top. Go to the top and wait here. Okay, wonderful. And now gradually scroll down. Yes. I'll filter. Yes, wonderful. Yes. Go ahead. You have taken out the height, fields of 3. Wonderful. Scroll down. Okay. So here, yeah. I got it. Now here, line number 44. Can you comment this line number 44? And yes, and write a new line. Return fields dot join. Return fields dot join. And in brackets, inverted commas. Oh, no. In bracket, inverted commas. Write comma. No. The comma. Yeah. Save that. Now, do you already start to see something over here now? You're not speaking anything, Karsh.
Yes.
Yeah, you see that, right? So now you see that your 4 different arrays, like different fields are displaying over here. Now, if you come back, if you scroll more down, can you close your terminal? Why you have opened up the terminal at the bottom? No, at the bottom. Just close this terminal. Yeah, wonderful. Now, yes, after that, can you scroll down? Scroll down more. Just hold on. Hold on. Now here, you have to just, the line that I have added. Can you comment 66 first of all? Comment 66. Yes, comment that out. And now write another thing. Data is equal to data dot join and in brackets, rounded bracket, inverted commas, \n. You know what we are doing, Karsh? We are making it \n. Now hit save. Now the problem is, look at that. The problem is that your data does not come out as clean. You know why? Um, okay, you have missed out something, or processed is equal to process CSV. Return data. So data should be the cleaned up data. Can you do one thing? Yes. After this line number 67, can you console.log that? No. Yes, after this line, like 68, write console.log and console the data here. Oh, your data does not look clean, and why? Because you might have just missed some step. Can you now scroll back up? Scroll back up. Just hold on here. Fields. Oh, just hold on. Fields of one is equal to fields of one dot replace. That should be the done. Fields of two. Okay, now you do one thing. You just do one thing. What? That, can you scroll down a little bit more? And here, line number 44. Can you uncomment this and print all the fields, not only three? Just return. Just remove this square and three after the fields. I need all the fields to be printed out. You know what I mean? No fields. Yes. Save. It's save. Oh, you see that your spaces are not gone. I'll see that now. Step number. Okay. So just hold. Oh my God. Why are you scrolling? Hold on. Don't scroll. Okay. So S plus, convert that into that one. Okay. So can you come after this line number 23? Because it looks like this one is not working for you, right? This one is not working for you. Line number three, and here console.log fields of one, just fields of one. Scroll, console.log just fields of one. And let me see your okay, just write down on your output. It just shows Alan Smith, right? Can you speak something, Karsh?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm saying that on your output it just shows Alan Smith, right?
Where?
I'm talking about the first output. Look at the terminal. The first output is Alan Smith only, right?
Yes.
Okay, just hold on. Fields of one is equal to fields of one dot replace. Can you do one thing? And from line number 24, just remove this bracket one. Like I want to print all the fields here. Yes. Just hold on and do one more thing. We have got so many fields. Can you comment this line 45? Comment line 45. Just 45. And can you scroll down? Scroll down and comment out. Scroll down. Comment out any other consoles that are working. Scroll down. Yes, this console.log processed and console.data. I want, yes, all of them to be commented out. Last one as well, 75. Wonderful. Wonderful. Now, Now hit save. Hmm. Okay, just give me a second. All right. Hmm. Oh, I see that none of your fields are working properly. It means that there is something wrong. You see that, because what I see is that you're even, because no, we're just doing that on the beginning. Okay. Um. Okay. One of the things that you have to do, line number 35, you have to change it to fields of three. Line number 35, fields of three. That I did that. I made a mistake. Hit save. Okay. And now fields of one is equal to fields of one dot replace backslash s plus and to the space. Okay, that's wonderful. Now let's do one more thing. After that, you do one more thing. You see, all of others as also just see that, because his spaces are not going between the names. Can you come to this line? Can you scroll up a little bit? Scroll up a little bit. Just hold on here. Now, can you just go and remove this line number 23 from here? Line 23. Remove this line altogether. Yeah. And now write that fields of one equal to, just write fields of one again. Fields of one dot replace, replace, and now parenthesis, rounded bracket. And now here, write down two forward slashes, forward slashes. Like I'm writing a regular expression here. No, this is backward slash, forward slash, two forward slashes, two of them. And now go in between them, like take your cursor one step back. And now here, write down backslash s plus. And now after this forward slash, like after one character, put a comma and give one space, like in one space. Yeah. No. Oh my God. Inverted commas. In inverted commas, give one space. Yes. And now save that. Hmm. Still, it does not do that. Okay. Um, um, okay. Can you on line number 23, can you change these fields to fields of one when you are printing only? Yes. Fields of one. Yeah. Hit save. My God. Why it is just giving one field? It should give. Oh my God. Now I understand. No. Fields of one. Let me just keep this code here, right? I'll have to see something over here. Fields is equal to row dot split. We have splitted that. I think fields of one is equal to. Okay, can you scroll down, Karsh, a little bit? Scroll down and more, a little bit more. Yeah. Go ahead. Just hold on here. Mhm. Um, mm, I don't know how, but I don't know why, but let's change this very short form into the previous short form. Can you comment this line number 65 and uncomment 64? Comment this one. Yes, and uncomment the 64. I want to use the bigger form. Wonderful. Hit save. And now if I just see fields of one is still coming up, Alan Smith. Fields of one, why fields of one is not coming thrice? That's the problem. That is problem creating to me. Split into rows. Can you scroll up for a little bit or more? Scroll up more. Scroll up more. Just hold on here. Your code looks all good. Maybe there is a little bit of mistake somewhere that is really causing this problem. Can you scroll down again? Scroll down again. More. Yes, go gradually. Yeah. Yeah, go ahead. Just hold on here. So data is equal to rows.map, row to fields. So rows will be coming up over here. Okay, so what I'll ask you, Kirsch, right now, I'm sharing my code here on the chat. First of all, do what? Keep this program.js as it is, like problem.js. You take my file and make it problem1.js and connect it with the C sheet. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Just, Kirsch, are you listening to me?
Yes.
Okay, so Kirsch, just do what I'm saying is that I will share my code. You use that code and try to make another problem one with the problem one and connect that with the file. You know what I mean? So just to see that what is going on, because it's all the code looks all correct, but here I'm sharing my complete code. Can you copy and paste that into your another file and make it problem1.js? I've shared that on that one. On the chat window, I've shared that one.
Okay.
Sorry,
Please share the code.
I've shared that. It is in the chat. Open the chat window of this meeting. Yes, and you do that. And in the meantime, I'm just sharing something and we'll take a break. And then after break, we have to discuss something very interesting. So I'll share my screen now. So yes, can I have a feedback? How many of you were able to successfully do this with me? And of course, Karsh is having a problem and I've shared the code. So can I have a thumbs up from how many of you have done that successfully? Tanya, did you follow along with me? Pavel, that's wonderful. I can see. Najrul, were you able to just solve that everything? Wonderful, Chan. I can see your thumbs up. Anyone else? Okay, wonderful. So let's take a break, and we have done this problem. And after the break, we will start talking about the DOM, which is going to be very interesting. And we will just talk about DOM, and we'll just talk about a little bit of the project as well. So let's take a break of 10 minutes. And I want all of you. So just please remember one thing, very important, that whatever we are discussing today is very important, not only for the in-class 2 that is going to happen on Friday. That is all important for your assignment 1 as well. Assignment 1 is about to come, maybe today or tonight or tomorrow it will come out. Does that make sense? Can I have a thumbs up from everyone? And we are going for a 15 minutes of the break. And after the break, I would like you to just come back, Pavel, and we will have. So can I have a party, break message from everyone? This will be good. So I'm missing here. So I'm just writing here, break till it's 2:33 in my machine. So I would be back around 2:48, around 15 minutes or something. So can everyone just write a chat message here? A yes or okay or something. I need a chat message from everyone. I need a chat message from everyone. Okay, Pavel, thank you. At least you have come out. Anyone else is there? So I'll be back at 2:48 and we will just continue from where we are leaving, and we will have to discuss actually very important thing, that is DOM programming, and you will really like the DOM programming. You'll really understand that DOM programming, right? And I don't see anyone else just putting up a message. I don't know why. I've just seen message from Pavel. Where is Najrul? Where is Nishit Kumar? Pavel? Sorry, Noman, Karsh, Jaden, Chan, Kalyan, Amjad, Sania, Chahat, Harkamal, and Parampreet. I don't see anything from you guys. Okay, wonderful. So I'll be back. So I'm just stopping recording. So why not you are replying, Najrul? I'm asking something to ask you, but you are not doing that. So I've stopped recording for the time being, and I'll start